Good morning, students. As you know that we are in from last few classes we are looking for chapter 1, and in chapter 1 we have already seen input and output devices, right? In input and output devices we have seen keyboard, mouse, microphone, touchpad, touch screen, light pen and scanners. Not even these, but we have seen digital camera, web camera, joystick, etc. Then in output devices we have seen monitor, printer and speaker. In monitor we have seen there are three types of monitor. CRT monitors means cathode ray tube monitor. Then we have seen LCD monitor, liquid crystal monitor. Then after that we have seen LED monitors, means light emitting display. Then we have seen printer, and they were also of three types. They were also three types. In three type they are inkjet printer, laser printer and dot matrix printer. Then afterward we have seen speaker as output device. Now after completing these input and output devices, one more device is there that we are going to see is processing device, right? Processing device is the most important device as it works between input and output devices, or this is the device where all the devices are connected. So which is that processing device? This processing device is CPU, means C is for central, P for processing and U is for unit. That's why collectively this is called CPU. CPU is a unit which work in between input unit and output unit, and all the input and output unit are connected through CPU. That's why CPU is also called system unit, because this is the only or the most important part of the computer. Means if you will not connect printer, then your work will be done. If we will not connect speaker, then also our work will be done. Any other input devices will not be there, then also we can use the other option. But there is no replacement for CPU. Got it? So that's why CPU is the most important device, and it is called a processing device, right? So let's see what are the main features of CPU. Okay, so here are your main features. Like the first is CPU is also known as brain of computer. Why this is so? Why it is called brain of computer, right? Because if we will see, if I will give you some instruction to do any work, right? Any certain work that I want that you should do, then what happen? You will immediately react as per your brain will instruct you, right? Means if you are touching any hot case and you are feeling certainly hot, then what you will do? You will immediately remove your hand from there. Why? Because your brain has been instructed you to do so, right? Then if you want to memorize something, then again your brain will only instruct you to memorize it. Means all the work that your different body parts are doing are instructed or operated by your brain. So in the same way, in computer, all the work whatever we are asking to do are processed by computer, CPU, right? Computer's CPU. So that's why this CPU is known as brain of computer. Then afterward it does all the processing, means processes information. Processes means how it process. Suppose we have given a simple calculation to perform, like 2 plus 2. Then these numbers are going to be added. But who is going to perform that addition? Not the keyboard and not even the monitor, but that addition is going to take place in your CPU. So that's why it processes information, performs calculation. Processing means in processing all the things collectively come, like when you are giving input, then it will convert the human language to the computer's language, then it transfer it for the calculation. After getting the result, again it will convert to human language which we can understand. So that transformation and all the work is known as processing. So that processing is done by CPU. And calculation means, as I told you, 2 plus 2. Then who is going to do that 2 plus 2? That calculation is going to be done by this CPU only. Then when your processing and your calculation is being done, then the result will come, and this result will send to output unit, and this task is also going to be done by CPU. So it sends the result to output unit. Okay, then it stores information, all certain information, whether we want to keep it temporary or we want to keep it permanently. That information is stored in CPU only. Then the next work is, or you can say compiled work, is performs all the jobs that we order. Means all the 5 features whatever we have seen, like processing, performing calculations, sending information, store information, and because of these all work, it is known as brain of computer, and these all work are done by CPU. So whatever the work you are giving to computer to do, that all the work are going to be done by CPU only, right? So that's why the CPU is the main part, or the brain of computer, or you can call it system unit or system device, right? So these are the features of CPU. Now let's see the parts of CPU, right? Now we are going to see the parts of CPU. CPU internally, this box is not only the CPU, but inside this box there are many different devices are there, like there are pen drivers, then there are CD drivers, DVD drivers, then motherboard, and many more. So many multiple devices are installed in it. But if we are talking about the processor or the CPU, so we contain majorly 3 main parts of CPU. So they are, first is memory unit. Okay, the first part of CPU is memory unit. Second part is ALU, means arithmetic and logic unit, and the third part is CU, means control unit. Got it? So these are the 3 main parts of CPU. Now what the different kinds of work they do? Means all individual parts of CPU done the different kind of work. So let's see what are they. Okay, so the first one is memory unit. Memory unit stores information temporarily or permanently as per our need. Temporary or permanent we are saying because if the data is stored in a main memory, means in RAM, then it will be the temporary storage. But if we will give save command and we will store that data in external memory, then it will be permanent. So that depends completely on our need. If we need a data for further use, then we will store it permanently. If that data is not so much important, so that data we can keep in RAM only, and then it will be the temporary stored, right? So memory unit can store the data in both ways, maybe temporary or maybe permanent. Then ALU's full form was arithmetic logic unit. So its task is also same. It performs all arithmetical and logical calculations, right? It performs all arithmetic and logic calculation. Now what is arithmetic and what is logical? Arithmetic calculations means where we are going to perform all the mathematical functions like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. These all kind of calculations are known as arithmetic operations. And logical means where the decision is going to be taken on the basis of comparison, right? Means less than, greater than, equals to, not equals to at all, and etc. So comparison where the answer can be true or false, yes or no, means when the result could come in these ways, then these kind of operations are known as logical calculations, right? So ALU's task is to solve arithmetic and logical operation. Then the next one is CU. Okay. Now it is CU. Means control unit. Control unit is completely main or the device that control all kind of flow of data. Like control means it controls all the part of computer, hardware or software, whatever are connected, that all kind of work is controlled by the CU. It's like you can compare it like a traffic police, right? Which manage all the operation of a computer. Like traffic police, what does it do? What is the work of police? Means traffic police. Traffic police, what they do? They actually maintain all the routes, right? Which route has to be allowed to passes through, which one has to be stopped. That flow of the traffic. In the same way, CU is also do the same work. It controls all the flow of data, then it controls all the working of hardwares, then software. Which task has to be performed first, which one should take place at second, where the data is to be stored, which device will be involved in that particular task, that all the things are decided by control unit. So control unit is the most important part of these CPU among them all three, right? So this is all the work of CPU what we have seen. So we have seen today the processing unit, which was CPU. CPU means central processing unit. Okay, so let's have a quick recapitulation. What we have seen? Processing device. In processing device, we have seen full form central processing unit. It process all information. It perform calculations. Then it send result. It store information. And because of these all four work, it is called brain of computer, or it is called system unit. Then there are three main parts of system unit: memory unit, arithmetic logic unit, and control unit. Memory unit stored data temporarily or permanently. ALU does all arithmetic and logical calculation, and CU controls all the activities of hardware and software both, right? So these all are the work of CPU. So that's all for the day. Now we have completed our chapter 2. Now we are going to solve its book exercise and question answer in the next class. So stay happy, stay healthy. Bye bye from my side. Thank you and have a nice day.